Hi guys, today I'm going to say about the Junit test cases which is related to the Spring Boot application. In this tutorial, I will cover uh, the Junit test cases, like how to write and how to create a application from scratch. And it will be an step-by-step video, like step-by-step procedure, so that we can easily understand about the Junit test cases. Yeah, first we need to uh, create an application, so that we'll be using the Spring Insights website. In this, we can create a application with the dependency. I'm going to create a Gradle Groupie application, and which is a Java language. So, like here, the group name, it'll be like we can give any name, but I'm going with the sample name com.example, and this demo. And the both, like we can give the name whatever you want. And I'm going with both artifact and name or similar, and the package name um, also will be similar. So yeah, and induce a jar so that after generating the uh, jar file, we can extract and open it through our IDE like Eclipse or IntelliJ. And these are the dependencies part. So Spring Web and Spring Boot DevTools will have the dependencies. So if we generate it, we can get the basic dependency for the Spring Boot application, like Spring Boot starter and starter test, and yeah, and etc. So once after giving all these details, if we click generate, then the jar file will be created. Then like this, a jar file will be created. Using this jar file, we can extract it and open through our ID. So quickly, yes. So this is the application which I created through that Spring Slicer, and this is a Cradle project. If you see the build.cradle, um, dependencies will be added here, and the group name, version name, and this is the dependencies part. Like Spring Boot Starter Web and Spring Boot Dev Tools. Starter test is for the JUnit test cases, and in this tutorial we are going to majorly check about the JUnit. And yeah, inside the uh, source folder, I have just created on sample package, like directory. Here I have created on a class called calculate. So consider this application uh, as an user or admin level access, who is like consider the admin is only. Yeah, sorry for the confusion. Yeah, this application, consider this as a application as a person who's having access like admin. They can able to calculate the money for their services which is provided to the client. Uh, so this is the class. Like in this class, I just create and had used that hard coded value. This method is having that like a string as a argument, and if the user is null, I am returning the zero. So this is a sample method. For this sample method, I just have written on test cases to test this. So I have created inside the test directory and just created a sample subdirectory, which is similar to the structure of the main directory. So inside this, I have created a calculate test class file, which is having the test case of calculate class. So here, this is the class name, and this is the this case name, or just cut with money. So here, the extend with Spring extension is an annotation which is used full for. So I'm using the InjectMocks annotation, and if you are using any other mock annotation also, it will be useful. Like we can directly go with extension with annotation, extend with annotation. So easily we can use the mocks and InjectMocks annotation, and yeah. So let's get deeper into the test case. So yeah. So this is the method. So for this method, I have done this test case. So first, this is the calculate test class. Now from this test class, I need to call the calculate money method, which is present in the calculate class. So for that, I have used the annotation called InjectMocks. InjectMocks will create the instance of the calculate class so that I can directly call the method which is present inside the calculate class. And that's why I have used the inject mocks. So with this inject mocks, I am able to call the calculate money method. So that's why I have used this inject mocks annotation. And yeah, I have called this method and I have passed the user as an admin. So it will the call will, if I run this test case, the call will go to this method and will check whether the if user is null or not. If user is not null, then it will add that value and return it. If user is null, it will return 0. In this test case, user is not null, so it will return 30. So I just use the asset equals. It will verify this test case a final value, like whether the first parameter is expected one, and the right side parameter is the actual one. So both need to be same. Then only the test case will get uh, this case will get passed. If I run this test case, yeah, so this case got passed. So I'm going to write the negative test case. What if the user is null? If the user is null, then it should return 0. I'm going to write test case for that. Yeah, I have written the test case for the negative case. Like, what if the user is null? So I just the same way I just written a new test case. Uh, uh, so the test case name we can write as per the what the test case is actually doing. So I have written test if user is not admin. So I just pass the null value. The call will go to this method and will check the user is not null or not. If it is null, then it will return 0. So in the asset equal, I'm just checking the value is 0 or not. So it is 0. So uh, and that's why the test case got passed. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, and this is a basic test case using the inject mocks. The upcoming tutorial we will see more about the mock and spy. Yeah. Thank you. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe.